All right, guys, what's going on? Hope you're having a great start to the week. Something's been on my mind, guys, and so I'm going to talk a little bit about the Sebastian Rogers and Summer Wells case and law enforcement in general, okay? I think there's a lot of people that are really frustrated with the Hawkins County Sheriff's Department. There's some people maybe frustrated with Sumner County Sheriff's Department in the Sebastian Rogers case. People frustrated with the TBI. And I got to thinking about this, guys. And I'm just wondering if people are getting into law enforcement and maybe some of these other industries. Are they chasing the pay and the benefits? Because I mean, I get on YouTube, and I'm sure you guys have seen it too. Some of these encounters with law enforcement officers, I mean, it's painful to watch. I'm sure you've probably seen some on YouTube. You may have even been involved in an encounter with law enforcement where you're like, you know, dude's borderline psychotic. You know, he's got some anger issues going on here. You know, are people chasing the pay and the benefits, and also is hiring that bad to where they'll just accept anybody off the streets anymore? You know what I mean? Has it gotten that bad? I mean, I've watched some YouTube videos where you know, police have had to encounter someone with a knife, and you're sitting there going, Lord, my 5-year-old could have called better shots than that. You know, it's some of these encounters with law enforcement, whether it be, you know, traffic violation, you know, dealing with someone with a knife or a gun, you know, a hammer, whatever. You just look at how they treat the situation, and you're like, did they even get any training? Have y'all ever seen any videos like that? I have. I've seen quite a few. You know what I mean? But I'm like, so, I mean, is it a combination of maybe people, you know, like law enforcement just hiring whoever they can? You know, as long as you're a warm body and you got a pulse, are they hiring you? And we'll give you some training down the road, and just, you know, we'll let you ride along with someone for now, but we'll give you, I mean, I know up here in Tennessee, we've got at Walter State Community College, they've got a thorough course that people go through, thorough law enforcement course. I think that's where you get post-certified. But some of these police departments, I'm like, what kind of training do they get? You know what I mean? I'm sure y'all have seen some of the YouTube videos. So the thing that really concerns me, and I know TBI is, they're trying to hire. When I went on their website, they're pushing benefits. And I'm like, there it is. They're pushing benefits. And where's the talk about we want people with a passion for solving crime? We want people with a passion for, you know, forensics, stuff like that. It's like, if you're looking for some good pay and some good benefits, you know, we're the place for you. That's almost what it feels like. And it can't be that way, guys. It can't be that way. We cannot, I mean, for the citizens of this state, it cannot be pay and benefits priority when it comes to these cases. I mean, you owe it to the people of Tennessee to not hire people just, you know, because they're chasing pay and benefits. Because it's not going to work out, in my opinion. And in the Holly Bobo case, I mean, TBI totally got embarrassed in the Holly Bobo case. And let me just play you a little audio clip from a news station where some private investigators got involved in the Holly Bobo case, and they nailed it. These private investigators, they came together, got the right suspects. For some reason, TBI decided not to look at them until it was proven that those suspects were behind Holly's murder. And then I guess they the person that actually found Holly's remains, he said he was treated like crap. You know what I mean? Almost like a suspect. The private investigators were treated like crap from the TBI. Anyway, let me play you the audio clip. Let you listen to it. I'll be right back.
I will not do a case like this again. And I try not to work in Tennessee because I was threatened. One of the things I was told is don't speed. Are you kidding me? I'm a law-abiding person helping a family, and I'm told not to speed. That's a little over the edge.
And not the only story of bullying in the Holly Bobo case. Remember ginseng hunter Larry Stone? He found Holly's skull. The bullet hole in the skull corroborated Jason Autry's story. This was a huge break in the case. But Stone says the TBI treated him poorly when he discovered Holly's remains.
Then the officer looks at me and asked me why I was out looking for Holly Bobo. And I said, well, I didn't know they'd call a search. He said, ain't nobody supposed to be looking for Holly Bobo. And I said, well, if this was my kid or your kid, you'd be out here looking for it, wouldn't you?
Another private citizen just trying to help in a case that obviously needed a lot of help.
I think it's the scariest thing to have that kind of power to say that they were going to throw me in jail and to know that they could do it with nobody looking over them.
The TBI decided not to do an interview or answer any of our questions.
All right, guys, so there's that. So let me know what you think about that. I mean, and that's what I'm saying, guys. When you're hiring people that are chasing money and benefits, what are you sacrificing? Are you sacrificing integrity? Are you sacrificing how these people treat the citizens that they come into contact with? You know, are you giving these people pay and benefits and just overlooking how they treat people? Well, we've got a warm body with a pulse, you know. I mean, and sometimes it's too late. I mean, depending on the situation that person puts you in, whether it's, you know, a police officer, detective, someone for a state agency, you know, depending on the situation that employee puts you in, I mean, it could be detrimental. You know what I mean? It could be detrimental. Could be facing abuse of power lawsuit. Who knows? But and again, you know, why was that guy that found Holly's remains treated that way? There was no call for that. You know what I mean? Well, nobody was supposed to be looking for Holly Bobo. I think the guy answered it right on point, right back at him. And in my opinion, you know, TBI really embarrassed themselves in the Holly Bobo case. My thing is, you know, with the Sebastian Rogers and the Summer Wells case, you know, did they learn their lesson? You know, because they swept a lot of stuff under the rug that should have been looked at. And that's why they overlooked the main suspects in the Holly Bobo case. They, you know, they stuck tips down at the bottom of the paper pile that were important tips, and they never got looked at. You know, TBI agent said, yes, we messed up, and we messed up bad, and we'll have to deal with that. The thing is, did they learn their lesson? That's what I'm worried about, guys. Did they learn their lesson? So let me know what you think about all this stuff that I've talked about. I mean, I'd love to know what you guys think about it, because in my opinion, I don't know if they've learned their lesson or not. And I mean, yeah, there's a lot of things that are going on. It's just like the atmosphere with a lot of police agencies almost have that, you know, laziness. I don't care, you know, we're the police, we don't owe you anything kind of. And sure, in an investigation, I 100% agree that they don't owe us anything, you know, because it, you know, especially if it would harm the investigation, you know. And don't get me wrong, I do not hate police or anything like that. I hate the situation that, I hate the place where it has gotten to so far. That's what I hate. I hate where things have gotten to. You know, the community in both of these cases, the Summer Wells and the Sebastian Rogers case, they would love to hear more from law enforcement. Maybe once a month, just to say, even if it's 5 minutes, just to say, hey guys, you know, I know the community is concerned about the Sebastian Rogers case. Just to let you know, we're still working on it. And we are confident in solving this case. And, you know, that's all I can tell you for right now, is that we're still working on it, and we are confident in the route that we're going. And other than that, I can't answer no more questions. I just wanted to, you know, come address the community. I mean, that's all they've got to say. That's all they got to say. It's not going to jeopardize the investigation. Or, you know, even if they're struggling, guys, with the investigation, just come out and say, hey, we're working as hard as we can. You know, there are some speed bumps that we're going over at this moment. That's why we urge the public to try to help us. If you know anything, if you heard a conversation between some people that you may think is important, that you may not have turned in, we urge you. You know, it could be something that breaks the case. You know, come out and say that once a month. You know, I mean, because you never know, you might jar someone's memory. You might, and they might be like, oh wow, totally forgot about that. Totally forgot about that. Yeah, that was like, yeah, that might be the thing that helps break the case. So yeah, I think it's important to address the community on a regular basis and do it. I mean, and I'm not talking jeopardize the case, just like that. You know, just, you know, we're still asking for the public's help to help find Sebastian. So if there's anything that you may have heard with anybody that knows Sebastian in his circle, anybody that's come into physical or, you know, contact with Sebastian, maybe even, you know, over the internet, if you have any of that information, we'd love to hear from you. That's all they got to say. And no, they don't owe it to us to, you know, we don't want them to divulge information that would be detrimental to the case. But, you know, somebody knows something, and, you know, if you can get that one person to speak up, where would the case be at? I guess that's what I'm trying to say. So anyway, guys, let me know what you think, and appreciate you for hanging out with me. I'm going to do another video this evening talking about a popular celebrity. So stay tuned for that. That probably won't be a big long video, but it's getting interesting. It's getting juicy, guys. So I'll be back on here dropping that video later, so stay tuned for that. And thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you on the next one.